took from me and left me alone with only memories.
You want to get a roll or two of Kodak film in the familiar Kodak box.
Reflex I heard I can't control.
Take a picture.
'Cause although you're gone, I'll be holding on to the happy time. Ooh, when you're in my heart. As I peer through the window of lost time, looking over my yesterday and all the love I gave all in vain.
The effect of the electric revolution is to create once more an involvement that is total.
Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all.
Okay, smile and say cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Very good. Here's a cheeseburger for you. Hey, who's next? Susie. All set? Okay, smile and say
Cheeseburger.
very good. Here's a cheeseburger for you. You know McDonald's cheeseburgers are so delicious you almost have to smile. Ahoy!
After all the night, I sat alone and well, just a handful of promises are all that's left of love and you. Reflections of the way life used to be. Reflections of the love you took from me. In you I put all my faith and trust. Reflections.
We are being taken on an inner trip into our own inner beings, which involve us in depth in things that had formerly been merely superficial, visual, external, and detached from our own being.
The records we set, best foot forward with every step, and let's push towards it, never regress, and let's remember if ever we get down, the places that we came from round, and all the good times on the bad side of town, the upside of bad, flip it upside down, came from the bottom but we up high now, believe, and from this view we achieved, we look back at the rules we received, and how we broke those, dismantled and rewrote those, and
check out this view.
In the photos, down to the store, things ain't wide,
Lego.
Going through a city on fire. Moments of the past came here to find you, not to relive them, just to remind you. Take me to that old familiar place. Take me to memories we won't erase. Take me to
memory is easily distorted or influenced. Now, let's think about that for a second. What you remember isn't always exactly what happened. It changes every time you recall it. Yet, your identity, who you are, what you know about the world and yourself, is determined by all the things that you remember.
And let the evidence show the future's so bright, it's never been more, not like tonight. We walk into the glow, right into the light, the past all around us, the time of our life, the first love kisses, the broke heart disses. This is just like a first class ticket back to the first written rap, the crumbled up paper and the pen with no cap, the hand-me-down clothes and the unturned hat, the hookers on the corner and the kids selling crack, the needles in the yard where we used to play cash.
You ever take a photograph that looks like a memory? I love that. To take a photograph that hurts every time you look at it, every time you look at it. It does that hurty thing right here.
is a world in which you don't necessarily have harmony. You have extreme concern with everybody else's business and much involvement in everybody else's life. It's a sort of Ann Landers column writ large. And it doesn't necessarily mean harmony, peace, and quiet, but it does mean huge involvement in everybody else's affairs.
28, 1963, 250,000 people gathered for the March on Washington.
If you don't access the memory, does it fade and you don't remember it all? So is it better to at least access it, even if you're going to rebuild it and thereby change it somewhat? Isn't that better than not accessing it at all, because then it's just going to go away?
The idea behind the Memory Palace is to create this imagined edifice in your mind's eye and populate it with images of the things that you want to remember. The crazier, weirder, more bizarre, funnier, raunchier, stinkier the image is, the more unforgettable it's likely to be.
Broadcasting.
I'm not broadcasting anything.
Taking pictures with minorities. Why?
What's wrong with minorities? What's wrong with black people?
Nothing.
What's wrong with Hispanics?
It's like talking to an enemy. There's nothing.